Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I have a really fun video I want to do for you guys today. Kind of a last minute thing. I wasn't completely planning on this, but it's a bit of a library haul, except there's a twist. My library is doing what they're calling book bundles. They did this during COVID for kids, so you could put in like how old your kids were and what they were interested in, and you can pick up a whole bundle of books for them. But now they're doing it for adults, and so you fill out this form that kind of asks what kind of books you like, where you can select the different genres, as well as type in like what appeals to you, what authors you like, what you don't like, but really letting them curate a bundle of books for you. So I did it. I filled it out, and my amazing library pulled through for me. I have to give a shout out to Nancy. She's amazing. She found quite the stack of books. I did read 3 of them, but there were 3 books I really enjoyed. So I'm thinking we're on a good path. So I thought I'd share with you the books that I have, as well as a couple extras that I checked out from the library as well. And then you guys let me know if any of these would strike a chord. There's some I have never heard of. Most of them I haven't heard of. So I'm beyond excited. So the first one I have, of course I left. I'm gonna take all these stickers off. First one I have to talk about is A Single Spy by William Christie. And that's the thing, I'm like, they're not super old backlist books either. Oh, 2017, but still not that bad. So this is Alexei is an orphan and a thief. Oh yeah, that's right. And has been living by his wits and surviving below the ever watchful eye of the Soviet system till his luck runs out. It's 1936, he's 16 and he is caught and he's given a choice. He can either be trained and inserted as a spy into Nazi Germany or disappear forever in the basement of prison, basically. So no choice at all. Over the course of the next 7 years, he has to live his role, that of the devoted nephew of a high-ranking Nazi official, and ultimately as an agent for the legendary German spy master, all while acting as a double agent, reporting back to Russia and avoiding detection. Never heard of this, and it sounds amazing. So yeah, Nancy, you're good. All right, next one she picked out for me is The Echo Wife by Sarah Daly. I don't know much about it. I don't want to know much about it because it's thriller. Yeah, I know nothing else. This is the one that I recognize or I've heard about before, and I've definitely had it on my list, so. All right, I did ask for a book. There's a couple contenders in here. A book to make me laugh or a book that was just a little unusual, and so she gave me The Air Affair by Jasper Ford. This sounds really interesting. It says, meet Thursday next. Welcome to a surreal version of Great Britain circa 1985. Hello, 80s baby right here. Where time travel is routine. Okay. Cloning is a reality, and literature is taken very seriously. England is a virtual police state where an ant can get lost literally in a Wordsworth poem. Militant Baconians heckle performances of Hamlet, and forging Byronic verse is a punishable offense. All this is business as usual for Thursday Next, a renowned special operative in literary detection, until someone begins kidnapping characters from works of literature. When Jane Eyre is plucked from the pages of Bronte's novel, Thursday must track down the villain and enter the novel herself to avert a heinous act of literary homicide. Like, what? I need to figure that book out. All right. The 3 books that she picked out for me that I've already read is Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Fantastic thriller. Loved this book. Did not see anything cut. It was great. So she's on the right track. You all know me. Codename Helene, Ariel Lawhon. Yeah, I mean, World War II, spies, badass women, Ariel Lawhon, all fantastic. So totally on the right path. And then All Are Wrong Todays by Ellen Mastei. I've read, it was an okay book for me, not horrible, but it's about time travel, so I think that might have been, it was hard to follow a little bit, was my only complaint about this one, so still on the right track. All right, right, the next one I'm super excited about too. I've got The Wangs versus the World by Jade Chang. Sounds fun. So meet the Wangs, the unforgettable immigrant family whose spectacular fall from glorious riches, but still name brand, to rags brings them together in a way money never could. And the end pages are gold. So this is giving me Crazy Rich Asian feels. So that I'm excited for. This one too, first of all, I love this cover. It's The Butcher's Hook by Janet Ellis. And I love these end papers. All right, so a diabolically twisted tale of love and revenge set against the glittering artifice of London, featuring an unforgettable anti-heroine determined to take her destiny into her own hands no matter the cost. 19-year-old Anne Jacob is awakened to the possibility of joy when she meets Fub, the butcher's apprentice, and begins to imagine a life of passion with him. The only daughter of well-to-do parents, Anne lives a sheltered life. Her home is a miserable place. Though her family want for nothing, her father is uncaring and her mother is ailing and her baby brother, who taught her to love, is dead. Her parents have already chosen a more suitable husband for her, but Anne has her own moral compass. In the matter of pursuing her own happiness, she shows no fear or hesitation, even if it means getting a little blood on her hands. What? Next one I have is We Are All the Same in the Dark by Julia Heberlin. I like this cover. So we have a woman, Trumanel, or a girl. Trumanel disappeared, leaving only a bloody handprint behind. Her pretty face still hangs in a watchful queen on the posters on the walls of the town's Baptist church, the police station, the high school. True's brother Wyatt still lives in the old family house. He was cleared of any wrongdoing by the police, but in the eyes of the neighbors and according to a new documentary about the crime, maybe a little guilty. When he finds a lost girl who is dumped in a field of dandelions, he believes that she is a sign. The town's youngest cop believes that she's a catalyst that will ignite a seething town still waiting for its own missing girl to come home. Desperate to solve both cases, the cop fights to save the lost girl in the present and to dig up the shocking truth about a fateful night in the past. The night her friend disappeared. The night that inspired her to become a cop. The night that wrote them all in a role in the town's dark, violent mystery. That sounds good. And the last one I have sounds super creepy. The House on Vesper Sands by Peric O'Donnell. First of all, I love this cover. So we have London, 1893. High up in a house on a dark, snowy night, a lone seamstress stands by a window. So begins the swirling, serpentine world of this mystery. The story of a city cloaked in shadows but burning with questions. Why does the seamstress jump from the window? Why is a cryptic message stitched into her skin? And how is she connected to a rash of missing girls, all of whom seem to have disappeared under similar circumstances? I want to know. All right, so then those are the 10 that my amazing Nancy picked for me. And then I have 3 that I happened to grab while I was there. Must be on this, like, I want something funny. So I picked up Kevin Kwan's Sex and Vanity. Again, he wrote Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know much about what it is. It says a glittering tale of love and longing as a young woman finds herself torn between 2 worlds. The WASP establishment of her father's family and George Zhao, a man she is desperately trying to avoid falling in love with. Sounds good to me. The Cul-de-Sac War by Melissa Ferguson. Total cover pickup, total like title pickup. Yeah, sounds like drama filled. And then A Lady's Guide to Mischief and Mayhem. It says by Amanda Collins. It says of all the crime scenes in the world, she walks into his twice. England, 1865. Sounds interesting. So that's my library haul. Tell me if any of these are familiar to you and you think I should pick up sooner than later. I'm really excited to read this one for some reason. I don't know, like wanting that. But I do want to read one of the 10 that Nancy picked out for me and let her know how close she was with putting a bunch of books together for me. So what's really cool, I didn't have to do 10. 10 was the most. I just decided to do 10 to see kind of what they would pick. But I'm excited for this service. I hope your library does it too. If not, call them up and say, hey, there's this really cool thing that's happening. You should do it too. Anyways, if you've read any of these, comment below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.